So we start by moving all the y's to the left, so I'm going to subtract 10y from both sides, which leaves me with 7 subtract 10, that's negative 3y, still got a negative 4, equals, and this is still negative 10. And the opposite of subtract is to add, so I have negative 3y equals negative 6. And then I need to divide by negative 3, so y equals 2. Likewise with the second one, I need to subtract 9b from both sides. 10 subtract 9 is 1b, plus 5 equals positive 12. Opposite of add 5 is to subtract 5, so we get b equals 7. Inequalities work the same way, so the opposite of add 10 is subtract 10. So I've got 4x, still have the inequality sign, 2 subtract 10 is negative 8. Opposite of multiply is to divide, so x is greater than, negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2. Opposite of subtract 2 is to add 2. So we have 9x, inequality sign, negative 63. Opposite of multiply is divide, so we get x, inequality sign, negative 7. This is the x-axis that it's crossing, and it's crossing at 2, so it's x equals 2. This is the y-axis that the line's crossing, and it's crossing at 1, so it's y equals 1. 16%, that's 16 out of 100. Of means multiply 13. Gives me 2.08, and the units is meters cubed. 96%, so that's 96 over 100, of is multiply 29. Gives me 27.84, and the units this time are centimetres squared. If I'm going to increase anything, I start by doing 100% plus the percentage in the question. So I've got 108.1%. Then I've got my amount, 54,100, multiplied by my percentage, which means over 100. Put it in the calculator. Get 58,482.1. and it's in money, so we put the pound sign at the beginning. Another increase, so 100% plus, the percentage this time is 9.4%, so we get a total of 109.4%. We're increasing 2,320 by it, and the calculator gives us 2,538.08. Question was about kilometres, so our answer is about kilometres. To find percentage increase or decrease, we're going to do change over original. So 17 up to 33.32 is a change of 16.32, and we're comparing that to the original 17, which is 0.96 as a decimal, so 96%, and it's gone up, so that's an increase. Second one, so the change from 570 up to 1094.4 is 524.4. Compare that to the original, and we get 0.92 as a decimal, so that's 92%, and again it's got bigger, so it's an increase. Investments is 100% plus, so our percent is 4.5%. We end up at 104.5%. So we've invested 4,200 at this percent, but it's for 5 years, so we raise it to the power 5. Giving us £5,233.96. Another investment, so another addition. This time we go up to 105%, and we started with £993,000. And it's in there for 3 years. Giving us £1,149,521.63. Question about a reduction. So the first thing we do is 100% subtract the percentage in the question, which is 31%, and we're going to the original price. So we don't know the original, it's some value, but when we find 31% of it, it's going to be £20.15. Opposite of multiply is divide, so the amount must have been £65. Another reduction, so 100% subtract. And again, we want to find the original, so we don't know that, but we know when it's multiplied by 55 over 100, the answer is 506. Opposite of multiply is divide, and therefore x is £920. One significant figure is one number from the start. So the 6 is followed by 6, so it's going to round up to 7, but my original number was 660, so my rounded number must be 700, not just 7. 4 significant figures, so from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 2.59, and then the 5 is followed by 1, so no need to change it. 4 u's multiplied together is u to the power 4. 3 z's multiplied together is z to the power 3. The negative power tells me that the zeros are going to be at the front. So I've got the digits 87117. Decimal point was between the 8 and the 7, but it's going to move 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill in all the gaps with zeros, including 1 in front of the decimal point so we don't lose it. Positive power means the zeros are coming at the end. So the decimal point was between the 5 and the 2. It's going to move 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in the gaps with zeros. All the factors means we've got to find all the pairs that multiply to make 72. Oh, I mean 6 times 9. 6 times 12. 8 times 9. To make 90, start with 1, then 2, 3, 4 doesn't, 5, 6, 7 doesn't, 8 doesn't, 9. Highest common factor, easiest way to do this is to get it as products of prime factors. So I've got 3 to the 3 times 5 and 2 to the 3 times 3 squared times 5. So what do they have in common? Well, they've both got a 3 and they've both got a 5. Lowest powers of 3's is squared and the 5 is just a 5. So 3 squared times 5 is 45. 280 as a product of prime factors is 2 cubed multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7, and 400 is 2 to the 4 multiplied by 5 squared. So they've both got some 2's in there and they've both got some 5's. Lowest power of the 2's is the 3 and I've got a single 5. So 2 cubed times 5 is 40.